Hello everyone. How are you? I hope you're fine. Um, okay, I didn't have much time to read about on the chat what was going on, but I understood that Sardaukar in the purple corner is actually Kipper in disguise. So it will be Kipper with Saboteur in the red corner. Okay, things look like to make sense actually. Against Berkani in the blue corner and Manu in the green corner. So purple is Kipper. Let's not forget about this, which makes obviously the top team the favorite here. I guess there are. I don't know about Saboteur red player. I guess their assumption is that he is less good than Manu and less good than Berkani. Oh, first blood by Saboteur. Don't underestimate this guy. He got the first blood. That has to mean something. A bit of battle of the Scots. It looks like the bottom team were a little bold, but it's starting to pay off. They actually lead this one. Now finally, top team missile tanks are regrouping along with the siege. It's quite interesting, quite balanced, but now the top team will prevail. Well, we don't know specifically who purple is, but we know that. Oh no, it's Sardaukar, so it makes sense. Kipper got more kills, a little more kills than his partner. What can we learn from the build orders today? 3 refineries for Berkani. Berkani is a little faster than Manu, notwithstanding this misclick. 3 refineries also, so we expect today Kipper to be fast because he's doing this trick which I'll talk about last time. No retreat under the wind traps. Oh, and Red will imitate his tag team partner today. That's quite interesting. Is Red the first one? Oh no, okay. Manu also has 2 EV factories, and now Berkani also has. But Berkani also has 3 refineries. That's the best spot ever for a Sardaukar. He could very well scrap this missile tank here. Come on! Oh no. I would have very much enjoyed it if it happened. Now a 4th refinery for red, a 4th refinery and 2 EV factories for purple. This is the interesting part. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. A 5th refinery is necessary to get a good cash flow because of every money spent since the beginning just to repair wind traps. And I already state my opinion about this. I don't think it's worthy to do this build order because the very fact that you spend so much money repairing your traps makes it obligatory to lose time by getting a 5th refinery before pumping up some tanks. And let's see if it can happen to Red. You see, he only has 4 refineries and a good but not super high amount of harvesters. He has 3 refineries and so Red is Saboteur. Okay. I would not be surprised if he misses money sometime along the way. At least enough to make that he can't order what he wants from the starport. Now he has the outpost. Oh, and already an AX research center for purple. That's interesting. Obviously, Kipper knows that he won't face any Ordas, so if he wants to just be happy with an army full of devastators, mammoths, and plate of iron, then he can do whatever he likes. Now, so far, Saboteur is not missing money. It can be, though, just because he is not super fast to build his stuff. Now, I expect a big loss of money due to the first ordering. Already a second construction yard here. I don't know why blue is moving every tent is this direction. Maybe he didn't spot in this way. Maybe he just wants to discover the map. I don't know. Oh, I'd like to see that. I like very much to do it when I don't have enough tanks or stuff. I just send troopers and infantry at random spots to discover the map. So I agree with this tactic from Manu. This can only help the bottom team. Look at already the amount of iron moving slowly but surely to crush the bottom team. This is impressive to see. Obviously, Manu will have to help his partner as much as possible. He probably is aware of that. And I like what Manu did. This is what I like to do in team matches, at least. Build rapidly a group of fast-moving units, then switch to devastators. Especially if you're in danger of having the risk of having to move very quickly from one spot to another. Oh my God, Berkani, why do you engage this? Berkani doesn't have the numbers here. He has absolutely nothing to face the purple devastators. What is he doing? This is a route. This is impatient from Berkani, and by engaging the fight so far from green, it makes it just harder for green to help. Now finally Manu can arrive. He did everything in his power to arrive as fast as possible, but this will give some time for Red to gather more Sonics and to organize himself. Let's look at the kills now. 80. Okay, so you see, Purple lost the fight at the end of the day, but he has currently as more kills, as many kills as Berkani has. So he didn't lose much unit count wise, but by moving everything. Every power on the right side, the bottom team kind of gave up the map control, and now Red is established in the middle. Watch. Oh, I didn't see that. There's a sneak attack going on, and not a good one. This is of absolute no consequence except of wasting some 6 or 7 red quads. Next time Berkani needs help on the right side, Manu will not be able to pass by this corridor. So he will absolutely have to rely on this one. Now they are attacking Red in the middle. I don't know how much well it is calculated in the long term. Because Red can bring reinforcements. Purple will bring reinforcements. Okay, I admit Saboteur is not very good at controlling units, so this match could be balanced because we'll see a lot of 1 vs 2 action. Kipper will feel alone in this game at times. Now he'll try to exploit the time lost by the bottom team in middle to his advantage. Won't be easy though. And Manu wisely has some units already there, ready to move to help his partner if needed. But this move is bad from Manu, however. This is a wasting that bottom team cannot afford. And they can't quite encircle Kipper right away because they don't have the numbers. There are just too many Devastators, and by the time that AV blue units can gather, the green one are gone. And now Kipper can just turn up and face Berkani alone, which is exactly what he hoped. Berkani has some harvesters though. Kipper could win this fight, but it will be costly. It's not It's not lopsided. And the blue harvesters are making a difference. Wisely, Kipper is backing up, waiting some reinforcements. There are some red quads also. Well, red may be overcomplicating this thing right now because that's one thing to bring fast units and maybe prepare a little sneak attack or so, but moving like Sonics and AV units, this far away from his main base is just a danger, and I don't know what it can give to red to do that. He was not even able to squeeze the green army and wrap it. Manu will try to exploit this. That's a good beginning to destroy this AV factory. And he will destroy another one. He will suffer a lot of losses, however. This is not an unuseful attack, but I think top team can be satisfied because they destroy a lot of green units, and losing 2 heavy factories is not so bad for Kipper. It will probably be built again. There's a heavy factory here. This is 7 and already 3 heavy factories, so of no consequences, and this gave the top team so many kills. Easy kills. Now, I don't know if top team is talking in private, but if I were Kipper, I would strongly advise my partner, if possible, to just keep things simple. Fight close to your main base. Don't stay left. That's it, Kipper. Stay left. Especially with your AV units, man. If he complicates matters, it will only help the bottom team get an upset victory. And you see, if all these Sonic tanks were here, this defeat would not be happening. But now Manu is benefiting from the fact that the red forces are scattered throughout the map with no obvious goal, no obvious objective, no purpose. During this time, Kipper can mount a big pressure on blue, but blue is... okay, I admit blue is in difficulty, but he's not dead already. Well, I guess I should be following just to make sure. On the left side, things are looking bad for red. It could have been so much better if these Sonics were in place here since the very start of the game. This is a good example of making things too much complicated. If you're not sure about what to do, well, take for granted that the closer you move to your main base, or at least your allies' base, the better it will be. If you make gigantic circles like this, well, you only open the door for some risk, some counterattack from your opponent. Now red is really on the defense. But at the same time, Manu is not helping much Berkani right now. So we kind of have a very interesting race of who will die first between Saboteur and Berkani. Berkani knows how to defend himself. He's gathering some harvesters, which is very intelligent. It can slow Kipper. And in fact, Kipper is now far from his starting base. He didn't bring an MCV here, nor in the middle, so his reinforcement will have all the map to travel. This is not insignificant for some slow mammoths. Powerful, but slow. And Manu was not able to finish red fast. Now Manu has to make a decision. He has to make it fast. Carry on. Oh, okay. So Berkani is advising him to. Well, this is not clear, but choice for Manu is either he tries to bring everything on red and finish him once and for all, or he moves to blue's base and saves him and put pressure on Kipper. But the worst thing for Manu would be to try both at the same time. If he tries to do that, both will just fade. And right now, I would suggest that by seeing some units going there and some units going there, this is exactly what Manu is making. I know it's so hard to think about all that while playing, but Manu will not be able to do both. This group of units is totally insufficient to finish red. Well, now red will start to keep units close to his base and try to fight more simply, more efficiently. These units will be enough to save Berkani for now. But oh, I was talking about purple MCVs. Well, we have one MCV deployed here. And we also have some fast purple units here. Now, the consequences of bottom team's choices are that now red doesn't need to be saved so much. I think Kipper can relax a bit and just take his time. In my opinion, the opportunity for bottom team to get a victory is probably gone. Well, of course, red can still take too many risks and blunder something, but now the risks are smaller, in my opinion, than they were 5-10 minutes ago. And on top of that, let's not forget that Berkani still doesn't have a second base. And that's not its fault. I don't blame him. It's more a matter of Kipper never let an opportunity for Berkani to build a second base. And how many money? He only has $3,000. You see, so there definitely is here a money challenge for blue. So that only means that if blue is to survive, green will have to help him more. This is a nice harvester rush. Let's see how much damage it does. Oh, the purple army arrived at such a great time. So that's 6 harvesters gone for green. And he didn't even win the position for that. It's becoming only a question, a matter of time now. Kipper at his best can mount 2 simultaneous offenses in 2 totally different directions at the same time and be successful on both places. This is impressive. And this attack will not by itself finish Berkani, but it still puts pressure. It still makes money challenge a relevant issue for blue. But on the other side, now Manu is totally on the defense. He has more money, but it will become an issue soon. Oh, missile launch detected. Where? We want the missile. We want the missile. Well, looks like I didn't spot it. But just in case we have another missile. Oh. Yeah, just in case. Let's try to. Okay, there's a green palace here. Is there a blue palace? Probably not. Should not. And is there a green palace somewhere? No. The fucking carry-on. Guys, I don't understand these complaints about carry-ons. If you don't like to have one carry-on, you just have to build like 4, 5, or 6, and along the way, it helps your cash flow. It doesn't diminish it. I always build carry-ons, and it never was harmful to me. Now this is kind of caricatural. Kipper is having fun right now. I always admire players who don't give up and give everything they have and fight until the very end. But let's face it, that's bottom team is still fighting, but it's only for the sake of it. It's not because it's useful or because they can reverse the game somehow. They can't. They can't. Both guys of the bottom team are now under terrific pressure. It's pretty much over. It is over. Berkani almost has no money remaining, and now he's GGing. Well, why did he gain money? Kip raped me this one. Well, yeah. And I'll be honest, I'll be perfectly honest, Berkani, I'm not surprised about that. It was to be expected. In my opinion, in this game, Red made some dubious decisions, and we also saw that he's lagging in terms of unit control compared to the other players. But I think the key moment was when Manu tried to do too much at the same time, tried to send both units in the top to finish red, and there were not enough units to do that, and also some units at the bottom to save Berkani. And in the long term, they were neither able to do any of these two objectives. It's very important to keep things simple when you don't think you have enough resources to do too much, and especially when facing another player like Kipper. Keep things simple, and if you change your key objective along the way, well, focus on only one objective at the same time. I think it's the best way to work. It was an interesting game though, and maybe they will make a rematch of this, and it could go either way because it was relatively balanced. Let's see the numbers. Well, a lot of kills for Kipper. This was to be expected. Still 400 for Saboteur, so that was not too bad from him. If we look at the money, well, obviously both bottom team guys were suffering from money issues toward the end. Okay, it was not so much balanced. Big advantage for Kipper's team, but still, it was interesting, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm always open to your commentaries or your counter comments, questions, complaints, etc. So don't be shy, and have a good one. Goodbye.